Hello, everyone. This is Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess. And I'm back again with another channeled message. And this channeled message is they realize that you were a trap. They are realizing that you are a trap. You were the trap. You know, when you're actually divine, when you're actually in alignment, when you're actually imbalanced, you're able to actually obtain more like God essence, right? You're able to have like a more authentic connection to the Most High. You're able to channel deeper. You're able to receive more channelings. You're able to basically act as like a direct conduit, basically in some ways a goddess, right? That's really what the whole thing about the goddesses are, that they are direct channels to the Most High with the goddesses. Now, because of that, when certain people work against you, it activates, it triggers a series of events within the spiritual world that then always translate to the material world. These karmics that have been tampering, that have been playing anywhere from slander and gossip to theft, gang stalking, spell work, etc., they are realizing now it is just now sinking in for many of them that it was a trap the whole time. It was a trap the whole time. Oh fuck, I went to go do this A, B, C, and D to this person, and by doing that, I'm ended up in a situation now that I cannot get out of. They're realizing now that it was a trap the entire fucking time and they walked right into it. But see, that's what pride and ego will do to you though. And being overzealous. I want to give you some examples. There's a quote that I was reading. I was doing some deeper studying the other night. And this is a quote by Jabir Ibn. He was an Islamic geologist from the 1300s. And he wrote a very powerful book, grimoire, a book about how to use crystals and things like that. But anyways, he says the purpose is to lead into error everyone except those who God loves and provides for. The purpose is to lead into error to the lake of fire everyone except those who God loves and provides for. See, by these karmics, they're coming at you, they're playing with you, right? They're magnetized towards your energy and your essence to tampering and things like that. You're leading them right exactly into where they need to go. Because obviously they don't have a mind of God. They don't have a heart of God. They don't, for them to be doing the things that they're doing. So God is like, okay, perfect. You're the one that they like to slander. They like to gaslight, tall puppy syndrome on you, all that other stuff. I'm going to use you, but don't worry. The reward is going to be great. Don't worry. The reward is going to be great. So I'm going to use you. Just give us some time. Let them come. Let them slander. Let them stalk. Let them play with magic. We're using you because your energy field is set up in a way that they're going to follow you. And by them following you, you know the path. You know exactly where to bring them. Bring them here. Bring them all here. That's what's happening right now. This is some deep shit right here. You want to know what else confirmed that for me? I was doing some research on ancient book of magic. I wasn't reading the book directly because I like to read the reviews and see how people break it down, because some of these times you go into these systems you study and then the energy, it can get weird. Why? Because there are actually certain entities above some of these theories of these books of knowledge and these different occult systems and magic systems, things like that. Yes, there are. And I want to give you an example. I had started studying Solomonic magic. This was like last year. And I just started studying it and looking into it. What ended up happening was that same night that I had started like really, studying the different symbology and things like that, King Solomon himself came to me in the dream state. I kid you not, on everything that I love, this happened. And he said, "What are you doing?" And he asked me straight the fuck up. He said, "What are you doing?" And that's why I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, big dogs. Big dogs. You don't play." Some of these karmics that have just been picking any type of thing up and throwing any type of thing around, a lot of these systems have deities and entities over them, protecting them. Okay, you want to play with this and you're not even ordained? You're not even at a certain level? You just want to play with this for your own intentions, which is of a low vibrational intention? You're going to get hit, because some of these magic books, even at the very beginning, the first page is like, you have to believe in God. You have to have a powerful faith. You can't just walk up in here any type of way. You have to. That's the first thing. Even in the Emerald Tablets. Emerald Tablets is Book of Thoth. I use those interchangeably so you guys know what I'm talking about. Book of Thoth. In the first few pages, it even says that in order for you to even grasp this knowledge and understand this knowledge, your heart has to be lighter than a feather. You have to be balanced in your heart and your consciousness, or else you won't be able to get the deeper keys. These karmics, they don't understand that. They just jump into anything. And they jump right into traps because the way that a lot of these different systems are set up, it's like, you know what? Come be stupid enough to tamper with this and let's see where you're going to end. So I was reading a breakdown, a description of this magic book. And the person that was breaking it down was talking about how she was actually attacked by entities and things like that as she started to continue to read the book and decode it and break it down and things like that. And then she realized that, that these different magic books, they all have a code over them. They all have some type of magic over them. So that it's kind of like a prevention mechanism for stupid people getting inside of it and playing with magic and doing terrible things. So this book, the way that it was written, this magic book that she was decoding, the way that it's written is if you're a karmic and you step into this and you start to tamper and you start to play, it will actually lead you to the abyss. Yes, it would lead you to soul death, mental illness, kundalini syndrome in the physical plane. If your heart is light and you understand and you're true and you're pure, you will get the deeper codes to the streets almost immediately and be one of the greatest magicians of all time. I'm not going to tell you what this book is because I'm banned from sharing certain things, but by doing these studies and research, I was like, I knew that there was something in this. I knew that there had to be something with these karmics right now attacking all these different type of people. You're a trap. You have to see yourself as such. Especially if you're being gang stalked. I mean, honestly, the more the merrier. Because it seems like there's a whole bunch of people that need to be put off this planet, right? Permanently. Okay, that bloodline, that bloodline, that bloodline. Okay, I got you, boss. I got you. The Most High, they use us as soldiers. These karmics are starting to realize that they walked right into a trap. You were the trap. Fuck, I should have never dealt with her. Fuck, I should have never trapped that baby. I'm gonna give you another example too about how these karmics are realizing that you were a trap. One karmic that I dealt with a while ago, she had trapped a baby by somebody that I was like dealing with. Now it's come out that the baby's not even his. Now she's stuck with the child that she doesn't like and she can't even take care of. Mentally, emotionally, psychologically. But just to be spiteful, just to try to get at somebody, she went and played with magic. Reproduction and sex is magic. She went and played with magic and that magic burned her ass. She realized that it was a trap the whole time because now she's stuck in permanent poverty. Now she's really anchored down. Now all that fire and all that rage and all that mental illness that she was using to do magic and shit like that, it's been taken out of her. A lot of these karmics too, another channeling that I did get, a lot of these karmics right now, I'm just going to say this, that are playing with these pregnancies and these babies, they're going to have really difficult pregnancies. And I'm not wishing that on anybody, but they called it for themselves, especially the ones that play with magic. They're going to have difficult pregnancies and the birthing is going to be traumatic. And I know for some of y'all, you're like, that's not funny. I didn't say it was funny. And I'm not wishing that on anybody, but they brought it for themselves. This karmic in this situation that I just talked about with the baby, she had to have a C-section. And she had hella complications with her pregnancy and she was alone the whole time. It's true. When you play like that, the Most High teaches you. You want to play with this? Good. And honestly, it's good that they have those children. It's good because when that baby rips through her damn vaginal canal, there's no epidural, nothing that's going to desensitize that energy. No, the Most High will make it so. Nah, you wanted to play? Here. That's their lesson. That's how they get realigned. Because remember, I told you it's through pain that these karmics learn. So them playing with these babies, good. Because you're going to see it in her eyes. When she posts those pictures on social media, shit like that, you're going to see it in her eyes. That's what they get for playing with fire. They realized it was a trap. I should have never got myself into this. Some of these karmics, they've already trapped these damn babies and stuff like that. They're going to start to find out that the baby's not even his. Their whole economic foundation is collapsed. And now they have a child attached to them. Good. A lot of these karmics are playing with marry me magic right now. Ooh, that's a trap too. Because remember, a lot of the times, well, most of the times, all the time, these karmics, they're destined for ruin, karma, poverty, stagnation because of the shit that their ancestors did. So they tie themselves to these feminines or these masculines that got money and shit like that. But by doing that, the masculine ends up losing everything or the feminine loses everything, right? It was a trap the whole time. So now both of us are going to be broke? Yeah. Because you had to know to be that stupid to play with the fire of reproduction, which is magic too. You see where this is going? You had to know that there's going to be some consequences. Let's keep going. I'll keep playing if you want to. And like I said, a lot of these different systems and a lot of these different tools and magic and shit like that these karmics are playing with, they are all derived from low vibrational satanic forces. And they go and they step into some playing with some of these books and some of these rituals. Don't even know what they're pulling on though. Don't even know what they're playing with. And there's an entity now attached to their energy field for what they stepped into. They had no clearance. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have? What messages do you have regarding us being the karmic's trap? My ex is still stuck in poverty and trying to attack me. Yeah, because he's getting his karma. What messages do you have regarding us being the karmic's trap? What messages do you have regarding us being the karmic's trap, please? You got the magician. Yeah. Yeah. And you got the death card. Look, you got the Queen of Wands, the karmic. Yeah. By stepping and playing all these stupid games that these karmics play, they realize, damn, I stepped into something that I shouldn't have stepped into. Just by playing with you, it activated something within their DNA and within your DNA too. Because, you know, people don't know this. When you attack somebody, you imprint on them. So you got like a polar body in their energy field that they can do anything that they want to. How about that? You step into my energy field. You want to attack, you want to play, you want to traumatize people? Perfect. I have an aspect of you, an energetic copy of you in my energy field now to deal with you. These karmics don't even know that though. This is high science. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have regarding the karmics realizing they're trapped? What messages do you have regarding the karmics realizing that they are trapped? I'm going to tell you right now, too. You at the Page of Wands, interesting news, interesting messages. Oh, Six of Swords. Now they want to walk away. Now they want to move away. Yeah. Now they want to move away because it's getting too hot. You know, Six of Swords is also out of the frying pan into the fire. Yeah. Yep. This shit is about to be real serious in the near future. You know, some of these karmics by playing with you, stalking you, harassing you, gang stalking you, spreading shit about you. Now what's ended up happening is these karmics are actually they're triggering judgment. They're triggering judgment here. So by them playing with these stupid ass games that they play with, what's happening is in the spiritual realm, okay, that person needs judgment. And it will translate into the material realm as financial loss. Even some of these karmics now, because of them getting involved in your business and trying to play with you, they're facing criminal investigations. Now they're dealing with the justice system. Now they're dealing with legal problems because that magic is going reversed, even though they paid a practitioner. It's fucking them up. They tried to separate you, stop you from going into union. Now they're dealing with a King of Swords character. Someone that's disrespecting them, talking to them. Yeah, look at, ooh, King of Swords, right as I crack open the deck. Look, they thought they were winning something. Little do they know that they're putting themselves in a trap that they can't get away from. Now they're attached to somebody that doesn't give a fuck about them, that they despise. Now they're dealing with financial troubles and difficulties. Look at Three of Pentacles. It came out in the reverse. I also feel like too, some of these karmics, they were trying to, you know, maybe stop your flow, block your contacts, stop your collaborations, limit your scope or your reach or some shit like that with the Three of Pentacles here in reverse. Now it's backfiring onto them. They didn't realize by doing that, because remember, some of these karmics, they done work. They put in so much work to go spread your name, lie on you, all kinds of shit. Now that the truth is coming out, because this is like the general theme right now. Now that the truth is coming out, death card, now that the karmic energies are subsided, now that the truth is here and everyone is seeing, everyone is now looking at that karmic as messy. And they went to so many people. It's perfect that they did just like that. It's perfect that they did that. Because now everyone can see, this doesn't sound right, because the true story is coming out and there's proof and there's evidence. And you told us A, B, C, and D, so you must be the liar. Yeah, you're a karmic. Now everyone is seeing the truth. These karmics set themselves up for failure. Now they're just now understanding cause and effect, karma. Just now for a lot of these karmics. It's barely just sinking in for them. This is happening to me because I try to do this. I try to manipulate with the magician here. Magician is not just spell work. It's someone trying to manipulate. try to MacGyver and maneuver and manipulate and all that other shit in the material realm. Yeah. Some of these karmics didn't play with spell work and death rituals and shit like that. It was perfect that you did that because you activated something they activate something in your DNA. They activate high vibrational ancestors that are going to come down and beat the fuck out of them in the spiritual realm. It was perfect that they did that because now they're trapped with some type of magic that they can't get off them and they're stuck in it. Like I said, for you high vibrational divine beings, this magic that they throw at you may impact you for like maybe a week or a month or something like that. But them, they deal with it for years. That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. In a lot of these different like magical texts that you read and things like that, that's the first thing that they talk about. Be careful what you throw because you're going to have to deal with it. It's the law of three return. But they don't know that, and they don't care. And remember, they're sociopaths, so they don't really think, they think that none of this applies to them. What's this Queen of Wands? What is the Queen of Wands here? You got the Strength card. Ooh-wee. And the Five of Cups. They know that this is a trap. Some of these karmics too, the sexual energy here with the Strength card. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. These karmics, they're using this sex magic and they're trapping people and all this other shit. Look at. They realize it's a trap now. Five of Cups. They're trapped. They're stuck. They realize that it was leading them to their downfall. Some of these karmics too, they get wrapped up with your DM. And then the magic wears off or the glamour spell or whatever the fuck, and your DM realizes the bitch that they're sitting next to. And then he completely goes Rambo on them. Completely. Like, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to see. Not violence, but yeah. He's like, oh no, we're going to be enemies. We're going to be enemies. That's what's happening right here. But these karmics, they caused it for themselves though. What's this King of Swords? They realize that this shit is a trap, that you were a trap the whole time. They want to play with someone's masculine. This is what's going to happen to them. You want to play with a feminine? This is what's going to happen to you. What's this King of Swords? With the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. That's what I was picking up on. These karmics with these babies playing games. Hangman. Yeah. A sudden realization. Sudden awakening. These karmics are having a realization that they should have never played with the shit that they played with. But it's too late. It's too late. Oh, I'll just step away. I'll just walk away. Nah, it's too late. You activated it. You opened it. You played with it. You know, some of this stuff too, some of these generational, some of the spell work and shit like that these people play with, or these children that they trap, or this stuff that they do, these games they manipulate. This goes to like at least, this can go up to 7 generations, tainting entire bloodlines. Yes. This can go at least that long. You want to open up a book of spells or some shit like that. You want to conjure something up on somebody else. Your whole family lineage is going to have to deal with that for at least 7 generations. It's called spiritual husband, spiritual wife. That's what these karmics give up. There's something that you always have to give up to play with this, to play with energy like this. Always. And they realize by playing with you, they trap themselves. Trying to destroy you, they destroyed themselves. But you have to let them, because that's the only way that they can learn, by being stupid and getting their ass handed to them by the tower in the universe. That's why the tower is called the House of God in the French tarot. House of God. They've entered. What's the Six of Swords? What are the karmics trying to run away from? Three of Wands. Yeah, they know what's coming. They're like, you know what? Maybe I should back up now. Maybe I should walk away now. Maybe I should run away because this person is protected. With the Star card here, this is their destiny to have something, to be with somebody, to do something. And I'm interfering and trying to play and trying to trap, and now I'm getting trapped. A lot of these karmics too, they're having their business exposed. All kinds of shit is coming out the woodworks about them because they tampered with the wrong person. They realized that it was a trap. Had I not stepped into that to go play that game, I would have never even been in this situation. My business wouldn't be getting exposed, etc. That's how the Most High will set it up. Oh, you want to play this game? Perfect. So all these crimes that you committed, they're going to come out. All these secrets that you've been hiding, they're going to come out. I'm going to give you an example. This clown-ass karmic that I was dealing with, She was trying to do all kinds of energy harvesting shit on me, etc., etc. But by doing that, I had a backdoor access to her consciousness. So I was getting up all her secrets, and I was just exposing that bitch every single day to the karmic DM. Every single day, she was getting exposed. Sleeping with her clients in his bed, getting pregnant by random ass people, putting it on him so she can get money, running abortion rings, getting pregnant multiple times by who God knows who, and collecting at least $20,000 to $30,000 from multiple men. Yeah, saw all of it, caught all of it, and all of it was exposed. That's what she gets though. She walked straight into a trap to get exposed. I'm telling y'all, this shit is real. What's this magician? Yeah, now they want to separate because they know what's coming. What's the magician here? These karmics know they're trapped. They know that they're trapped. You got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Someone wants to have a new beginning. Someone's trying to start something over. But I feel like with this Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, this is like with the magician here that's love magic and shit like that to keep on having new beginnings and things like that. Now you got the King of Swords right here too. But look at the top of the deck, you got the Tower card with that magician. I don't know why this is a reoccurring theme, but you know, magician is not just magic. Just think about it also too as like misuse of the word, gossip, things like that, okay? Manipulation. Yeah, well, you got the devil right there. Good job. Yeah. They realize that you were a trap now. Now these karmics have gotten themselves involved in shit that they can't get themselves out of because they wanted to play with people. But that's good. They need to learn this lesson. Certain people should not be fucking tested. And it humbles them too because they think that they can do anything. Some of these karmics that wanted to they wanted to tie up with your baby daddy or some shit like that. Stop your child support, stop your custody case, or get involved in stuff like that. Now they're having problems too. With that same individual. Now they're not being able to get what they need. Now that individual is treating them like shit. King of Swords here. Not wanting to have a new beginning. Not interested in whatever they got going on with that pregnancy. Now it's flipping back on them. You wanted to tamper with the livelihood of someone else's child and stop a man from having to do what he needs to do for the children that he birthed. Okay, well, this is the karma that you're going to get. It's a trap. Some of these karmics, too, they're tied up with your DM or your baby daddy or someone that you used to deal with interfering in your life. Now, guess what? They're picking up the financial problems and the karma of that individual. Now they're dealing with it because they wanted to meddle and interfere. It's happening. They're realizing it was a trap. I should have never got involved. I should have never interfered. That was none of my business in the first place. No, it wasn't. But you know, these karmics, they like to meddle and they like to connive and they like to be nosy and they like to stalk and sneak and be messy. Now they're getting their karma. They can't stand it because all of this shit was preventable. Tower with the devil card. That's some heavy ass energy. You got three majors, magician, tower, and the devil with the hanged man. I'm telling you, they're coming to the realization that they are a karmic as well. And that they're messy. That they should have just stayed in their fucking lane. Wow. Look at Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Look. Some of these karmics, they try to spread shit about you in the workplace. Now something's backfiring onto them. Now everyone sees them. Now everyone sees the truth about them. Eight of Swords, they're in a self-made mental prison. Some of these karmics, too, for playing with you, they are actually going to prison. Yeah. That's major right now for a lot of people. Some of these karmics, they got embedded with the wrong person. And these people are now throwing them under the bus. I'm telling you, that's going to be really big right now. People karmics throwing each other under the bus. These, especially groups of karmics, trying to put it all on one person, trying to run away, trying to get away from their shit. Now they walked right into a trap. Eight of Swords. Come on now. Eight of Swords. Look at Two of Swords. Split loyalty. Yeah. Ace of Swords here, the clarity and truth. Yep. Because they wanted to play whatever game that they thought they were going to play, and they wanted to gather people. I tell you, when that gang stalking shit, when that happens to you, you have to see that like, oh no, it's multiple people that need to get put into the underworld right now, into the abyss permanently. Oh no, I see exactly what this is. So all these people want to play with me, perfect. I'm going to write all their names down. I'm going to give it to the ancestors. These are the people that need to go. Because obviously they don't have any fucking sense being involved in shit like that. They're all magnetized towards you all at once at the same time. Yeah, that's a major job right there. Take them all out. Take them all out because you know that gang stalking shit is major karma. Whew. So these karmics, they wanted to create this bullshit. Now they're trapped and now they're stuck. Now they realize that you were a trap the whole time. I should have never fucking done that. I should have never tried her. I should have never done that smear campaign. I should have never opened my mouth like that. I should have never done any of that. Because now it's backfiring. What's this Eight of Swords? What's this Eight of Swords? Eight of Pentacles too. With the Moon card, because something's been exposed here. Yeah. Something's been exposed here. And a lot of these karmics are having sleepless nights. They're ruminating in their consciousness about how to get out and where to go next and what to do. Nah. The tower is here and it's hitting fucking hard. It's a trap. Some of these karmics, some messages come through about something and they don't like what they see. Some of these karmics are about to get a message that they've been fired. Some of you guys are currently, I feel like for some people, you're currently going through like some type of office, some fuckery at work, and they're gonna have some type of like mediation or conversation between you and the coworker, and that coworker's gonna get fired. I'm picking that up strong. I'm picking that up really strong. There could be something here with like someone that's in like in a community setting, like a conscious community or something like that, and this person who's been playing games, playing with magic or manipulating or lying or something like that. Something's about to pop off on social media with that too. I feel like there's going to be a swarm of people that come out all at once. Someone was trying to tamper, some karmic was trying to tamper with your professional reputation. Now hers is tampered with. Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, you got to be careful what you put out for other people because that's what you're going to get. You got the Empress and the Star card because you're divinely guided and divinely protected. Come on now. What is it? Intense, man. Intense as hell. With the Five of Swords right here. Something else that I am seeing too is like these karmic style, because you know this is the thing too. Like if you want to split up a spiritual connection, because it's connected at the crown and some of the other energy centers, and at the Akashic records. If you want to do that, you better be real ready. Some of these karmics, they played with that with the Strength card. They had you and this person like resisting or blocked off from one another or holding back and things like that. Now with the Five of Cups, they feel some type of way. They realize that they shouldn't have done that. If your contract was written because of that, you're going to get someone better, someone really good for you. That's okay. But these karmics are realizing that they should have just let what was be. Now some shit is backfiring and fucking them up. It's sadness, depression. I told you some of these karmics too, they're going to start having suicide ideation. You seen Azealia Banks the other day. She was talking about it on her social media. But this is after doing all kinds of chicken rituals and shit like that on people. This is what I'm seeing here. They realize that you were a trap. Eight of Swords says it all. The Hanged Man with the Devil card and the Tower. They realize that what they're created. We talked about this in the last quick channel message. That God don't fuck with you one. These karmics are realizing the monstrosity that is going to be their life very soon, and they can't get out of it. No. See, there's always a price that you pay for low vibrational bullshit like this. That's why you don't get into it. Like I talked about earlier, these magical books, these different systems, these different stories, you're being led into error because you're not connected to spirit. You're not connected to the Most High. You're disconnected. You're a karmic. You involve yourself in karmic energies. So you're going to obviously be led into error. That's why the devil's a trickster. He doesn't give a fuck about you. The devil's not loyal to anybody. No, come play with this. Come do this. Yes, it's a good idea to make someone's life a living hell, to gang stalk, to lie, to do energy harvesting. Come do it. Boom, I got you in my trap. And you can't get out. Because you know, these karmics, all they care about is power. That's all they care about. But by trying to take someone else's power, they become powerless. I'm telling you, y'all about to see some shit with these karmics. And it's going to be very interesting. Let's see here. Dear bright and well-loving ancestors, what messages do you have for these karmics are realizing that they are trapped? What messages do you have regarding these karmics realizing that they are trapped, that you were the trap? Let's see. What messages do you have regarding these karmics realizing that they're trapped? Wow. You got love here. You got merchant. You know, another thing too, melancholy. Yeah, melancholy. Yeah, I was feeling like these karmics were there's something about love spells on one end, but I also feel something with work with the merchant here or your like your business entrepreneurship. There could have been some karmic, another thing too. There could have been a karmic trying to block your shine, stop your business, slander or whatever. Now it's going in reverse. She's losing clientele, she's losing money, she's losing business. See, that's why you don't try to set shit up for someone else when it's none of your fucking business. Do unto others as you want to be done unto you. Try to keep a good heart. Now these karmics are realizing I should have never done that with the melancholy card. Because now I'm dealing with bullshit here. Now I'm dealing with not having clients. Now all this slander and this gossip has gone back on my name. Yeah. What messages do you have regarding these karmics being trapped? You got servant here. Ooh. Ah. They realize. Yeah, constancy and service. You got sorrow here at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. Faithfulness. They realize you are faithful to the Most High. They realize that they have no faith. With the constancy here, this karmic realized that they did something time and time and time and time and time over and over and over and over again, and they were stuck in their ways. But I do feel like with this thing, like even though these karmics that they know that they're trapped and they know that you were the trap, that by playing in your energy field, now that's why they're dealing with bullshit and stuff like that, because you have certain energies over you, certain angels, certain ancestors, wherein if this person is played with, this is what's gonna happen to you. Yeah. It's just like the story of Metatron, the angel, and the four rabbis. One of the rabbis tried to persecute Metatron. And what happened to that rabbi? He got cast out to the abyss. He got othered by God by trying to play with someone that was ordained to be the scribe. I know that Metatron can be controversial, but this is what's showing up here too. Because you're a servant to the Most High. They're realizing this now too. They realize who you serve. And they realize that you're diehard in it too. Now these karmics are starting to realize like that's not someone I should have played with. But the consequences are here. But they're going to keep on trying to play to try to get away and get out of it. And it's not going to work. That's why they're having sorrow and sleepless nights and turmoil and anxiety. But it's perfect that they did that. It's perfect. See, you never judge a book by its cover. You never know what someone plays with, who answers that they're connected to, or how their energy field is set up. See, for me, I honestly feel like it's better to be underestimated than overestimated. Because people who are overestimated, they always fall short. People who are underestimated are people who go above and beyond. And they outshine everyone. And they surprise everybody. Sorry. And then you keep snakes and moochers and leechers away from you. Because they don't feel like there's nothing there. Good. Good. Then when you get caught up in this type of shit, what's up? Then you have to then you flex your spiritual muscle, your spiritual guides, your spiritual teams come through, then they feel some type of way. Good. Like I said, a lot of these karmics for playing with you, they're ending up in prison. They're ending up with financial loss. They're ending up with their reputations ruined as they try to ruin yours. They're ending up with their businesses destroyed and losing money. They're ending up with poor fucking health, playing with you because the stress of trying to maybe stay out of jail or stay out of cases or run away from what they did or hide the truth is eating them alive and fucking off their health. They're in stress every day. 10 of Wands. Yes. They're realizing that you are the trap. Remember that. You're a trap. Let them come. Oh, you want to come? Come. Come a little bit closer. Stay here. Where we're about to go, let's get on this bus. We're going to the Lake of Fire. What's the Lake of Fire? You find out when you get there. Trapped permanently in the underworld. Good. Like I said, a lot of y'all too, you have pacts with certain high vibrational ancestors like Ma'at or Sekhmet. You're designed for this. You're here to bring peace and justice and balance. See, these karmics, they judge people by the flesh, but they don't know them by their spirit. They don't know at all who your ancestors are at all. They just make some shit up in their head and then they just go for it. Some of y'all, I talked about this, the spiritual court versus the material court. You have the material court with judges and justices and lawyers and things like that, but they're ordained by the material. There's some of y'all that you're judges in the spiritual and you need to activate that. That's a lot of the times when people come attack you when you're being gang stalked and stuff like that. That's the meaning behind that. It's because you're a judge and you're endowed with a certain energy signature to call judgment on people. All you have to say is like, I call judgment on that person and judgment will come. That easy. These karmics are realizing now what they got themselves into spiritually. Some of the karmics that you deal with are spiritual karmics, and they realize that, damn, her bloodline is higher than mine. Yeah. And that's the benefit of being a good person when you're alive, so that your descendants get to benefit. Some of you guys are like, what about family? Remember, sometimes in the family lineage, one sibling can embody the whole entire low vibrational ancestors while you get the gift. It just be like that. And they forgot their place. So the ancestors have to step in and check that ass. Then they remember. Or remember, they get their mind right. Okay. I'm going to be fucked for this for a couple lifetimes, and my children too. Oh yeah, it goes that deep. Some of these karmics that are playing with you, they got kids. Perfect. Now their kids are going to be dealing with the system. And all that other shit. You see how they trap themselves? How they trap themselves? Don't be a karmic, y'all. I read the job description. The benefits are not that good. Anyways, y'all, this is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.